I tried to call the police, but the screen refused to navigate away from the chat. The interface began to warp, the pixels bleeding into strange, jagged runes that I couldn't comprehend. Mark's contact photo flickered, changing from his smiling face to a blurred, featureless gray mask. Then the messages started coming in rapid-fire bursts. They weren't words anymore, just strings of coordinates and dates, every date of every tragedy that has ever touched this house. I heard a soft click from the hallway. Not the sound of the front door, but the sound of my bedroom door latching shut. I was trapped. The phone in my hand grew burning hot, stinging my palm, but I couldn't let go. It was as if a magnetic force was tethering my muscles to the screen. "Don't look behind you," the phone finally displayed, the letters forming slowly as if being typed by someone standing right next to me. I knew with a sick certainty that I had already looked. The phone screen illuminated the room with a pale, sickly light. I saw them then, the reflections. Not in the mirror, but in the black surface of the phone screen itself. 3 tall, elongated shapes were standing directly behind my chair. They didn't have faces, just thin, vertical slits where eyes should have been. They were motionless, waiting for me to acknowledge them. I realized then that the text messages weren't coming from Mark. They were being pulled from my own memories, harvested. My battery indicator plummeted from 80% to 0 in a single second. The phone screen began to crack, spiderwebs of glass fracturing across the display. I tried to scream, but my voice wouldn't come out. It felt like the air had been sucked out of my lungs. The entities were leaning in closer now, their presence heavy and wet like damp earth. They weren't interested in killing me. They wanted to upload me. I could feel my consciousness splintering, fragmenting into code. I watched my own hand fade. It was translucent, turning into a series of flickering light pulses. The phone was no longer a device. It was a doorway, a maw waiting to swallow the last of my humanity. The text thread was scrolling upward at a blurring speed, showing conversations I'd never had, secrets I'd never told. It was archiving my entire life, stripping the color and the warmth from my soul until there was nothing left but data.